to go!
Yo, yo! Yay! Yahoo! Yahoo!
Ow, 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 ow. Yahoo! Ha!
Wait, is Cackletta going inside Cackletta? What's this giant Cackletta thing?
Already, we're starting off with Charriii showing his complete lack of suspension to disbelief. I'm pretty sure that's just a portal to the Beanbean kingdom. Nothing you need to wrap your tiny brain around.
Mario!
Ah yes, Mario and Luigi plus Bowser's Minions, starring Toad.
For 10 whole seconds. At most.
Listen to me, everyone! Something terrible has happened! The goodwill ambassador from our neighbor, the Beanbean Kingdom, just paid a visit! Yeah, but it was no friendly visit! The ambassador stole Princess Peach's voice!
What? So she's just dropping bombs from her mouth? Are there physical text boxes in this world from where those explosive words would drop? Or do you mean like word bombs? Speech is saying f every time she opens her mouth?
You're dealing with cartoon logic, as in no logic. You have to suspend your disbelief at some point. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Mario!
Ah yes, Italian.
Oh, like you know what Italian sounds like. Do you? Of course I do. Sono Italiano. What? I am Italian.
This Koopa photographer is bothered by you talking to him and tells you to leave, but then when you do, he stops you to take your photo. What?
At the moment, you were interrupting his task. When you leave, he realized that he needs to take your photo as well and calls you over.
Also, he tells you that photo is for your passport to get into Beanbean Kingdom, but when you get there, no one even checks it.
Well, it's better than not having a passport. Imagine the trouble they get into if that was the case.
The deck's just up ahead. But before you go there, I need to make sure you won't slow Lord Bowser down. So, I'll teach you how to fight as a pair.
Hold on. So, instead of telling the rest of the crew to not attack us, you're instead going to teach us how to fight together, potentially being a bigger threat to the king you want to keep safe.
No, he's going to teach you how to fight so you can pull your own weight. Your point comes out of nowhere.
Uh-oh. Looks like the crane mistook you for cargo.
What, is the crane sentient? Does it have a sensor to detect cargo? How can it mistake a giant wooden barrel with a way smaller green dude?
Not all the barrels are huge. There are smaller ones like these.
I am the great Cackletta's most best pupil, who was named Fawful. I am here laughing at you.
Oh god, where do I even start with Fawful speech patterns?
How dare you sin the magnificent Fawful's brilliant speech patterns? He is a god among literary speeches. Who could forget such memorable quotes such as, I have beauty, or I have jodels, or beef? I am lacking in beef. Fawful is beefless. You are a fool of a YouTuber that wears a striped shirt of shame to call Fawful's voice bad.
Hey, wanna dodge this nuts attacks?
What? How did you do that? If you can still move around the entire deck, why not just help us and attack Fawful from behind?
Charriii seriously thinks that just because you're able to move, you can also fight. Even though Bowser is very weak at the moment.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you guys know this is the border of the Mushroom Kingdom. That's right, it's the border. It says we're the border security, we can't let you in. Until you do some jumping worthy of the Mario Brothers name.
Or we could just show you our passports, which confirm our identity. Otherwise, I really don't know why we have those.
Logan sins the same thing twice cliche. Also, these are the rules made for the border. You gotta follow the rules after all. Or do you not do that? Are you a criminal?
Recent studies show that the spiky Stardust defense system can be jumped. It's easy. Just run, press the A button, and then immediately press the B button. Such a defense gap is appalling. Improvements are demanded to prevent an increase in intruders. Well, maybe you could increase the security by, oh, I don't know, not telling me how to bypass your defense system?
Oh sure, that'll make a world of a difference. It's not like people can figure out this painful easy puzzle themselves.
What's that? You say you're Mario and Luigi.
Lies! Bald-faced lies! The superstars of the Mushroom Kingdom would never come here!
They're not lying. They say they've come here chasing someone named Cackletta, and they're really, really tough.
Thanks for your help, Toastar, I guess. Well, why would you help us? We just beat the shit out of you.
Guess you didn't want those guards to get hurt either. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
I know that this is a world where a giant turtle dragon just got stuck and subsequently shot out of a comically large cannon where two plumber brothers can glide through the air by spinning, but how is Mario filling himself up with water like that? It's not like he's just holding the water in his mouth, he's storing it in his entire body.
The fact that you're willing to acknowledge the outlandishness of the world and still make dumbass questions like these is just sad at this point. Or am I supposed to be laughing at this quote-unquote joke? Ha ha ha, that's comedy gold.
So I'm aware that this is a thing exclusive to the 3DS remake, which came out like 14 years after the original did, but why give us save albums if we have the ability to save wherever and whenever we want? I guess they're a good indicator for when we should save, but the heart block already kind of does that too.
Not necessarily. I mean, there are heart blocks in locations where saving isn't really a necessity, and save blocks that don't have heart blocks with them. Besides, without them, would you really remember to save your progress that often?
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah, that hoo-hoo block could literally not have fallen more perfectly.
That's called storytelling. You know, with all this talk on convenience, I wonder how many convenient things will happen in Charriii's game when it's done.
What is the point of this thing having wings? Like, for comedy's sake, I get it. Good job, you knocked it out of the park. But functionally, I don't think you could even fly with those things.
He probably can, because the world of Mario and Luigi looks logic, physics, and realism in the eye and says, "Fuck you!"
What? How'd you put the handles on them already? Are the handles also made out of stone and you just made them to look like wood?
You know, at this point, we've gotten used to Charriii being unable to suspend his disbelief. But you, Logan, I expect more from you.
Damn, these flashlights run out of juice quick, but what can you expect with batteries that I randomly find in this cave?
And to offset that, you get batteries fairly frequently.
I wonder why Lord Bowser even keeps you worms around.
Yeah, he's got the Koopalings. What more does he need? And yours truly will be playing a big part this time. Huge!
Oh yeah, dude, your one chapter as a villain in the side story and your one fight in the main game make you the star of the show.
Roy's bragging is part of his character, not a sin of the game.
My comrades! What's your deal? Oh, sorry. I was so overjoyed that I had to hug it out. You know how it goes. Goobas, don't hug it out! But we're Bowser's minions!
Roll half the credits.
The roll credits joke was never funny.
Think of it as a power triangle of strengths and weaknesses.
Suddenly Fire Emblem.
Wait a minute, you're making a reference to Fire Emblem now, and yet in your post about covering RPGs, Fire Emblem was strangely absent. Admit it, you'll mention Fire Emblem in a video, but you're too scared to send it directly. Pussy.
Okay, for our parting gift, we'll sing the hammer song for you again. You do want to hear it again, right? Okay, in all fairness, I don't want to hear it again, but I love how my options are no and no light.
Charriii sends something he likes cliche. And that's 6.
Ha! That spray of experimentation is working like a charm filled with luck! With this, no one will be able to have resistings of my power. And it comes in 2 fun flavors. I am liking the peppermint mocha.
Okay, what's the other flavor? Granted, I don't think it matters too much, but you can't just drop the idea that his power tastes like peppermint mocha and not tell us what the other flavor is. Is it mustard? I bet it's mustard.
Nobody cares!
Hey!
Nobody cares!
Lady Lime has instructed us not to allow anyone to enter the castle. Anyone whatsoever. Having said that, if you still wish to enter, you must explain your names and your motives. What? You are the world famous Mario? What? And you are the legendary Luigi? Luigi who?
I have no idea.
You know what? I get it. Bowser not really acknowledging Luigi was funny. He is the bad guy after all. But when everybody else just sees Luigi as Green Mario, well, now that's just rude. Mario wouldn't even be here if not for Luigi. He'd still be stuck in a painting or worse.
One thing you need to remember is that at this point, Luigi hasn't been on nearly enough adventures to be recognized. Also, Luigi being the butt of the Mario and Luigi series is a staple that you're just gonna have to get used to. Besides, barely anyone knows about the events of Luigi's Mansion. The only ones who do are Mario, Luigi, maybe Peach, Egad, and a handful of Toads. And nobody cares about Mario is missing. Nobody.
Anyway, what business would the famous Mario and other guy have in this castle? Oh, screw you. You just said his name.
He doesn't know who Luigi is or what Luigi even looks like because why would he?
Foolish Mario brothers. You have completely and pathetically fallen into my trap. Repairing the plumbing is the key to disabling the Beanstar security system.
That is the weirdest and most specific security system I think I've ever seen.
You forgot intelligently designed. Seriously, who would think to check the plumbing to disable the security system?
Oh my god, another barrel maze where I can't see what the hell I'm doing? Yeah, because the first one was so fun.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. Granted, it does take a little bit on your first try, but once you know where to go, it's easy.
Anyone this size would feel like a mouse. You could go into tiny holes for micro-adventures.
Yes, please, this game is for kids. What? How can I reflect the fireball while wearing the barrel?
Oh, because there's a giant metal ring around it?
Oh. No, still what?
Because it's highly reflective? No, still what? Ow!
Have you noticed the spots in the ground that look like this? These are spots where beans lie buried in the ground. If the red one uses his hammer and the green one digs beneath the earth, the beans will pop out of the spot on the ground.
Okay, A, how do you even know I can do this? It's very presumptuous of you to assume either one of us even has a hammer. But B, does it have to be the green one that digs underground? Can it be the other way around? Is there some mystical force that ties our clothes' colors to our abilities?
And my expectation for you is gone. She's just saying that if they had hammers, which they do, they would be able to do this. And no one cares about which brother does what. And I mean nobody, person in the comments.
What do you idiots drink? Soda? What do sodas call their dads? Pop! Hippie's favorite soda, granola cola.
What? Is it because granola was a food that was revived in the 60s, so a lot of people in the hippie movement started consuming it more because it was marketed as a health food? I doubt it's because granola is big. That joke wouldn't land with the kids this game is marketed towards. Not to mention, this game was originally released. You could say, well, Bubbles has been curating and telling jokes of the Cackletta Reserve for the past 1,000 years. Of course he would make an outdated joke, but if that's the case, how does he know what a hippie is? Hell, how does the Cackletta Reserve know what a hippie is? The joke makes so little sense that...
I said skip, damn it.
All of a sudden, I have a bad tummy ache. Perhaps this drink I just drank is the cause of this ache. Further proof that every rose has its thorn.
Maybe you just drank too much.
No. Where's the restroom?
Boss, you never built any toilets in this place. Oh, that's my Poltergust 3000! Luigi! Are you planning on being the janitor around here?
Hold on, your Poltergust 3000? So what, Luigi leaves and Egad just goes around giving away ghost hunting tools to random employees? Doesn't even use it to catch ghosts, he uses it as an actual vacuum.
Because it pretty much is a vacuum, which makes me wonder why people keep making the Ghostbusters connection. I mean, they didn't use vacuums.
Do you know about the power triangle?
Huh? Yeah, I basically wrote the basics on it.
Right. Have you also memorized who's strong against who?
What? Is that different from the power triangle? give me a minute.
Come on, dude, you're the captain. And it's only 3 enemy types.
He's also a Goomba, and Goombas aren't exactly smart.
Hey, you! Hold on a minute!
What, Peasy heard you from all the way down here?
Apparently so. He must have yelled really loudly.
Well, we seem to share the same mission of rescuing our king.
What? Really? So, you heard my idea somewhere and decided to copy me. Devious. Hey, information looks awfully similar to ours too. That's slow.
It's really not similar at all.
Is it not? Because a Lakitu is a type of Koopa, and both Paratroopas and Lakitus are airborne. We got 2 Shy Guys, albeit with different colors, and 2 Goombas with silly hats. You're practically a mirror image.
So, if I got this right, a hat and a flag are the same thing.
As it were, I was gathering booze in this cave for my research. However, I was met with the most unfortunate fate. I fell down. Ouch. That's when all the ghosts within the Poltergust 3000 escaped. Okay. Surely you fine fellows understand the urgency of the situation at hand. You must bring the escaped booze back to me. My wondrous ghost research is on the verge of magnificent discovery.
So, you really just find the first person you come across to do your ghost hunting bidding, don't you? Regardless of allegiance or expertise.
Hey, he needs all the help he can get. So what do you expect him to do?
Speaking of fantastic machinery, I'm also building a time machine. Yes, quite. It shall be another fabulous addition to my long list of inventions. In fact, I can't shake the feeling that a new adventure is on the horizon.
Is this really foreshadowing if it's retroactive? F it, foreshadowing.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that explanation on why foreshadowing is a sin, by the way.
These blocks of nostalgia are merely prototypes, so striking them will not reap any coins.
Prototypes for what? This is some creepy shit if you guys are implying that you're trying to recreate blocks from Mario's past for research. Did you guys put the blocks there during every adventure?
Or they could just be researching how the blocks work. I mean, you hit them, and they just give you what's inside. Guess someone got curious how that worked.
Rocky!
Yes, boss.
These 2 numbskulls seem to like the old ring-a-ding-ding. Time to scrap again, see?
Yes, boss.
Well, at least they were considerate enough to not fight over it. Literally.
That's literally what they're about to do. Right now, they're just moving it so they don't break it.
Today we've made a most surprising discovery. We approached a red Oho tree and happened to ignite it in a bizarre accident. The moment this red Oho tree was touched by the flame, it turned into a monster. This monster Oho tree attacked us, as might any creature that dislikes being set on fire. Unfortunately, the researcher who was attacked then transformed into an Oho tree. We must conclude that it is best not to approach an Oho tree if one plans to set it afire.
Why would you even? Like, what purpose, aside from, I guess, research, could setting an animal on fire serve? And even then, how do you not immediately assume, oh, if I set it on fire, it'll burn? Like, duh!
Aside from research, I'd have to say sadism.
Oh, great. Cackletta. Will this guy do? Anyone will do now.
If anyone will do, it's incredibly convenient that Fawful and Cackletta just so happened to find Bowser in Stardust Fields, and that he was the first body they ran into. Like, what are these 2 even doing here?
You remember that Prince Peasley launched Fawful and Cackletta far away, right? They must have landed in the mountains.
Do I have a say in this?
Mon Dieu! The mushroom with the flag has spoken!
Calmez-vous, Cork. This is actually good news for us two. We shall negotiate amicably, oui? Talk it out, oh ma monstre.
Well, are you really a man? You're more of a bean. In fact, you kind of look more like a grape. Shouldn't it be, like, Wise animals?
If you're a technical nitpicky asshole, sure, but no one else cares about what they technically are.
How did you even know I was here?
Among Bowser's minions, the ones who laugh like that and act all creepy? Well, they tend to be boos.
You're rude. Has anyone ever told you that? You're a menace of a minion. Well, at the least, you couldn't actually see me. Right?
No, but if you laugh and carry on like that, it's easy to tell where you are.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Who's get paid? Do all of Bowser's minions get paid? How does Bowser have enough money to pay for his Koopa Troop? Do they have a KR department that handles who gets paid and who gets laid off? What's the lore, damn it?
Bowser's a king and a thief. He probably stole a bunch of money for his minions.
Soon, this whole place will be a private beach just for Lord Farfel and me.
If you guys so much as sneeze funny, it's not gonna end well for you.
The lone lady of the illustrious Koopalings, Lady Wendy, ooh, a rat sighting, super mega rare.
Wait a second. What is with you weirdos?
No, stop! That tickles!
Hey, how old are you? What's your sign?
Are they trying to get with Wendy? What kind of questions are these?
Obsessive fangirl questions.
Team Blue, the Boomerang Bros. Battle points, 60. Cutie points, 30. That adds up to 90 points total. Team Red, the Goomba Squad of Bowser's Minions. Battle points, 80. Cutie points, 20. That makes for 100 points total. That means our adorable winner of this round is... Team Red!
Well, this competition doesn't seem like it makes much sense. I mean, it's a cuteness competition, right? And okay, if you want to judge based on strength too, be my guest. But if you can be really strong and still outperform the other teams' cuteness, why is this a cuteness competition at all?
It's not just a cuteness competition. Strength is being counted as well. That's why you can still win a competition without being cuter than the other team.
No! How could this happen?
Thank goodness that's over.
We have no more business here. Let's forget this ever happened.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Mr. Swendy, come on, let's go!
Huh? Are you serious? What's your problem?
I love how all the Koopalings are just like, oh, you suck. And then just follow Captain Goomba anyway. Pretty much no questions asked.
They may not like it, but it's not like they have many other options at the moment.
What? You want to know why repairs haven't been made? Well, with the Cackletta incident, didn't seem to be a priority.
Does Luigi just carry a cup of coffee with him wherever he goes?
No, he pulled that from Hammerspace.
Mario? Luigi? I'm sorry to have caused you such trouble. When the pair of you came rushing to the castle, I intended to tell you the truth immediately, but Bowser beat you there. And I lost my chance to spill the beans, so to speak.
Get it? Spill the beans? Alright.
Once again, the hypocrisy levels are off the charts.
Mario? Luigi? Since we seem to have come to a consensus, won't you take me to Little Fungi Town?
Is that a lip sync reference? It has to be. Why would she pause in between the sentence? That's not even how you pronounce fun guy.
Now you're treating your hit or miss dubbing as canon just so you can find sins? You're the most desperate person I have ever met.
Master Mario, wait! No, now I've done it.
Mario! Luigi!
Master Mario, I forgot to tell you one vital tidbit. And now just look at what has happened. If you let the princess out of your sight like we just did, she'll get kidnapped instantly. I beg of you, rescue her and take care to ensure that you do not leave her side again. And if the princess gets too far ahead of you, please stop her and talk some sense into her. I have asked her to return by the same path she took if you should speak to her.
Or, and hear me out, she could just follow us It's bad enough that this is an escort mission, but couple that with me not knowing the area or puzzles at all, add to that the fact that I don't know what path Peach is going to take anyway, and this part kind of sucks.
Oh please, this part was easy, and if you found it hard, then you just suck. No arguments, you suck.
Little Fungi Town is a settlement comprised of immigrant toads from the Mushroom Kingdom, now living in the Beanbean Kingdom. My question is, did every single toad that lives here get here by plane? Because the Border Bros tell us at the beginning of the game that Mario and Luigi are the first people to ever cross the border. But how can that be true if there's an entire town of people that came from another kingdom to here? Not to mention, if Stardust Fields wasn't having a problem with people barging in, why did they have a defense system in the first place?
Like you said, they probably flew here by plane. Something like that's not outlandish or anything, and the defense system is obviously for intruders, in case they did get any.
Lately, my dad has been spending all his time hanging around the new game arcade. And boy, my mom is so mad. Which would be funny, except she goes and takes it out on me.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, little guy. That's not funny at all. Someone should report that Mama Toad.
Feeling sentimental, Logan. Sadly, there are families that go through things like this, and there's not much you can do about it.
Man, doesn't it frustrate you that Gino's not explaining the rules in the remake?
I mean, no, not really, but I get it.
I don't understand why Gino is a popular character. I mean, what's to like about him? I guess his design is cool, but aside from that, why?
Mario, you selfish bastard! I mean, granted, how would you not notice it's a poison mushroom and not an invincibility one, but you just swallowed that thing in front of Luigi. Maybe he wanted some.
A, he was told it was an invincibility mushroom, and he's never really seen one of those before. And B, it's one mushroom, which has always been bite-sized for these two. How would they split it?
And plus, what were you eating it for right now anyway? Wouldn't it only make you temporarily invincible? You're not fighting anyone!
You don't know that it's temporary. This isn't a star.
You believe you are the one and only Mario? Yes, you do. Who's the guy with the red hat and miscolored stash? You are.
Oh, so you guys know that Mario's mustache is the wrong color. What's up with that?
That's the joke.
You suck, McBain!
Please help me release the stress that ails me so. All you must do is dodge my flames for 30 seconds. What do you say? Will you ease my pain?
If I have to dodge your flames, that means you're never gonna hit me, and if that's how you relieve stress, why not just shoot out the flames anyway? Luigi doesn't even need to be here.
Because just barfing out flames ain't fun. Luigi being here provides a little entertainment.
Luigi, are you okay? What? You don't know what you've been doing? Don't you remember? I heard you went to Guffawa Ruins to get Krabby Grass for Mario! Did you really get Krabby Grass? Wow. It really is Krabby Grass! Going to the frightful and dangerous Guffawa Ruins all by yourself! Luigi, how incredibly courageous you are! Surely you will be a legend in this town! By the way, what do you think that thunderous noise was? It's something that happened at the embassy? Luigi, shouldn't you be rushing to Mario's side?
Yeah, I'm on my way, dude. I was already doing that, but you keep chatting my ear off. Also, I just got struck by fucking lightning.
These boys are tough cookies. They can take it. Besides, Luigi had brief memory loss just then. I think helping him reclaim it would help him get there.
Excuse me, Bowser? Oh, I think you're sorely mistaken. I'm...
That's Bowser with boobs. That's very upsetting. No.
More upsetting than this? And now you're scarred for life.
Master Mario! Master Luigi! Awful things transpired while you were off doing who knows what! Oh, I'm sorry, Toadsworth, but Luigi was a little busy braving some ruins to get a root that would save Mario's life because he was dying!
He was turning into a bean.
Yeah, well, he may as well have been dead.
It's funny that you just act like he knows when he very clearly doesn't. If he did, he wouldn't be like this.
Who will gather the pieces first? The esteemed Mario Brothers or me? I will bet 99,999,999,999,999 mushroom coins that it will be me.
Okay, so I know we're not actually racing, but even in the context of the story, why are we racing instead of working together? We have the same goal. This is Sonic Rivals all over again.
What's wrong with a little friendly competition? Seriously, it's not intrusive to the story in any way, so I don't really see the issue, aside from you being a bitch, of course.
A new boo? Come on, you could have called these things a new beans and nobody would have argued with you.
At this point, I should make your hypocrisy a cliche, but like with your asking irrelevant questions, I don't know how to word all that into a phrase that rolls off the tongue. That was the worst Megalovania reference I've ever seen.
How the hell did Bloat get stuck in the wall in the first place? There's not another room in the ship where this could have happened, and when we set him free, sand starts pouring in, meaning it must have happened in this room.
I guess he just decided to lay down and drink cola in that spot like a lazy person.
Hey, when the hell did these blue planks in the floor appear? Getting Bloat out of the wall took me a while to figure out because they weren't here earlier when I explored the ship, and I knew what was up here, so I didn't bother checking back for anything. And granted, this part's my fault, but I even walked past it a couple of times because aside from the blue color, it looks just like the rest of the planks on the ship that don't do anything.
To be fair, the bright blue color would raise a red flag, wouldn't it? Besides, if you admit that it's your fault, then why are you blaming the game for it? It's your own damn fault, not the game's.
You interrupt Superstar Saga to bring you the Titanic.
Logan makes a real-life reference that's in very poor taste.
Oh, hey there. Welcome. How are you? Super. I'm Gigi. Now let's get right to it. Show me where you're sore. Ooh, show me too, please. Because I'm Mary and I despise soreness. It's my sworn enemy.
Is it just a rule in this world that any set of twins have to be red and green?
Yes.
Anyway, I've got to say, you guys don't need massages. Instead, we'll do you one better. We'll teach you two very special hand techniques.
Oh, this is one of those massage parlors. No wonder the price was 100 Beanbean coins a pop.
Oh, look. Another sex joke made from Charriii twisting words. Makes me sick.
Your power is much, much more powerful than ours. That's why you can get the 2 pearl beans. Listen, I don't mean to be a pill, but if you refuse, you'll have to pay for your lesson. It'll cost you 100,000 coins!
Whoa. I already paid for the massage, which I didn't even fully get. I think I've paid you enough.
It's a threat to get you to get the beans for them. Regardless of the massage, I think they can take a hint.
Huh? Who are you? Have you come to help me decorate too? Why, red clothes and a mustache even. That means... Could you be Santa Claus?
So we can confirm that Santa Claus exists in the Mario universe, meaning that Christmas exists, meaning that Jesus is canon in the Mario universe.
And why is that a sin? Because you're an atheist?
Okay, they grabbed the mushrooms in the deepest part of the cave. But how do we know which one of these is the invincibility mushroom?
Are you kidding me? Bowser has used poison mushrooms against Mario before.
Goombas are stupid. Besides, this one could have never seen poison mushrooms before. They're not exactly common.
Yeah, now listen, you! Hand over the beans! So this is an invincibility mushroom! Wow! I've never seen one before!
Yeah, well, apparently no one in this world has ever seen a poison mushroom either. I mean, my God!
Charriii sins the same thing twice, cliche.
Our castle was taken. We're all quite shaken.
Your rhyming is unspecial and full of cringe!
Oh no, is Captain Koopa going to lose subscriber?
Are you harping on his speech patterns again? Because I will double the amount I gave you last time.
I'm fine. If you do a decent enough job, I'll pay you. Your pay will be... a bean-like thing that cascaded down from the heavens. Ta-da!
Wait, so you knew it was valuable enough to keep locked up, But you think it's expendable enough to just give away to an employee?
No, he thinks it's a prize for whoever can solve his problem.
No, 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 no! Give me purple with a polka dot flare! Look, man, I don't understand. If you control when the splart bombs come out of the pipes, why do you send out all three knowing I could mess it up? Just send out what you need to.
Where's the challenge in that? Superstar Saga is already a piss-easy game. Don't make it any easier. Not to mention, if you're struggling with a mini-game of all things, then I'm sorry, but you are the worst gamer ever.
What? Well, just showing up the same way over and over gets old after a while. Besides, don't video conferences feel futuristic and cool?
Holy cat, you had no idea.
Charriii sends something he agrees with, cliche.
When I was just a little sport, I used to love playing tricks. I used to tickle my friends from behind when they had water in their mouths.
Call the authorities. Call the authorities now. This filthy old man used to do that creepy shit to his friends, and now he lives in the forest.
That's just a prank a child would do. You mean to tell me you've never done something like that to your friends?
I will most definitely be getting the next Beanstar piece.
This is the first time we run into Peasley since we started looking for the Beanstar pieces, and he was swallowed by a piranha plant, but have you been inside the piranha plant this entire time? Because we haven't seen you get close to even getting one piece.
Maybe. Maybe not. Does it matter? No.
It's lame as that I can't fire dash into this giant Koopa from behind, because that just means I have to go all the way around when I could have just cut through here now.
Or it has something to do with the giant shell you're running into. The underside is less sturdy.
Relax, all of you. We can just give the fiend this.
Oh, a fake Beanstar. Of course.
Couldn't you make the fake one look a little more like the real thing? I mean, come on. You turned Birdo into a perfect replica of Princess Peach. You can't make the fake Beanstar look not like Frisk from Undertale?
Cool your jets, Logan. He probably made it that way so they don't accidentally give them the real Beanstar. Besides, the difference is fairly subtle. Who would really notice?
Oh, I almost forgot. You won our little Beanstar wager, so here are your mushroom coins. 99 trillion of them.
Wow. Oh, yeah. At today's exchange rate, 99 trillion mushroom coins comes to 99 Beanbean coins.
Fuck me, the Beanbean economy is both blooming and out of whack.
That's the joke.
Hey, that really sucked!
Luigi's a surfboard now. Okay.
Yep, just another instance of Charriii freaking out because he can't treat a game like a game or a cartoon like a cartoon. What else is new?
Oh man! Cut it out! You're the most stubborn people I know! No girls would ever like you!
Hey man, I play games to escape from reality, not reflect it, okay?
I'm going to avoid the ex-girlfriend jokes to point out that that jab was at Mario and Luigi, not you. Okay, if I'm being honest, I really hate JoJo memes, but putting that aside, they're only truly funny if they feel natural. Using them just because the name JoJo appears isn't natural, it's forced.
Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald, slowly, and then we'll talk about your girlfriend. That is, if you really care for her.
Handing over the fake emerald? I can kill two birds with one stone!
Put the emerald down right there and back off!
You've turned into a big-time villain, Doctor!
Whoa! You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
Charriii makes the longest-winded video game reference that I've seen yet. Still isn't listening to the game, though.
It was definitely somewhere around here, I think. Ah! Yes! Over there!
You know, this Lucky 2 has guided us all over the place. Why didn't we make him a captain?
Because he's just a guide. He's not battle material.
We did it! It's done! The Koopa Cruiser is finally back to normal.
Give me a break. There was no need to make it look brand spanking new. You just needed to fly.
I'm surprised it'll fly at all. You guys rebuilt this with scrap from fellow minions and made it look like it never
exploded?
It's called being incredibly thorough and good at your job.
I'm behind you, a humongous cockroach! Pavel? Did you see that?
Okay, so does Luigi just have an impeccable fucking Peach impression? Because that was the first time Luigi actually speaks words, and that was enough to fool the bad guys.
If it was enough to fool the bad guys, either he can or they're stupid. And I don't think it's the latter.
Never mind that. Where do they get the peach wig and extra crown?
They probably took it with them as a backup plan.
Wait, did you guys coordinate it so that Luigi would land in the Teehee Valley? What would you guys have done if they never noticed it was Luigi? Or if they had captured Luigi and he never escaped?
You're asking questions that don't matter because they don't happen. They planned this out thoroughly, and it nearly goes to plan.
This, dame passed my audition perfectly, see? She's my all-new, bigger and better rookie, Birdo!
Darling, don't call me Birdo. Call me Birdie.
I don't care about names, see? Yeah, well, she does, dick. Maybe respect it when someone wants to be called by something else other than the name they were born with. You call anybody who works with you rookie, and that's not their name, so you can easily make the effort to learn someone else's preferred name.
Charriii5’s characterization cliche.
God damn, the town is destroyed again? They just fixed it.
Yeah, the villains are really thorough, huh? Something to be impressed by.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Jesus, Egad's dead. Like, not because he's a ghost, but because his neck definitely snapped on the way into the poltergust.
Even in the context of this universe, that's impossible since he's a ghost.
I just noticed something. Aren't the Koopalings with Bowser's minions right now? At what point in that story do they break away to fight Mario? And the only reason I noticed that is because if not for the side story, the Koopalings kind of just come out of nowhere halfway into the castle.
I'm with you on the first part, but your second sim would only really work if you were covering the original GBA version. But you're not, so...
Do what you were born to do. Destroy Mario!
Whoa there. Destroy him? I mean, wow. Okay then. Lord Bowser, I know you're upset, but isn't that a little much?
Well, if you guys fight him without the intent of destroying him, what did you hope to do? Mildly beat him up so that he stays away? I'm not here to be a bad guy for you, but you're never gonna win if that's how you're fighting him.
I guess this minion hasn't seen too many battles before this adventure. And even then, has he really killed anyone on this adventure?
After much struggle and heartache, Captain Goomba finally defeated Fawful and rescued Lord Bowser. Now he will rejoin the ranks of Bowser's minions and battle against the mustachioed fiend called Mario as per usual. All is fine and well and as it should be.
Or is it?
Or is it?
There it is.
I know what someone's going to say, and that is a sin. Why? Screw you, that's why.
Farewell, you two losers! It's time you took a nice relaxing break. In my belly!
Wow, this game was ahead of its time. Bowser's Inside Story wouldn't come out for another 6 years.
Who put Mario and Luigi in my Mario and Luigi? Don't use that.
Isn't that a good thing? I mean, you'd want a game to be ahead of its time, right? No, they're just making a reference that isn't a sin of the game.
This fight. It's bad enough that you start out with no health, meaning you have to waste a turn, maybe two, just healing, more if you spent BP during the Cackletta fight, but I was kicking ass the whole game. Things were getting a little rocky near the end, but that was just because of the sheer number of enemies you can run into. Cackletta's soul has such confusing to time attacks, a metric ton of health, more than in the original game and way more than the original Japanese version. And if you get hit or one of the brothers falls, that's more turns you have to waste healing instead of attacking, especially when you have 4 different targets you have to take care of, 3 of which can respawn and the other which you can only attack once the other 3 are defeated first.
Okay, I'm aware that a lot of people call Cackletta's soul a hard fight, but the thing is, no one really calls this fight bad. just hard. In fact, I've seen people count the difficulty as a positive for this otherwise okay fight. For me, I was a bit nervous going in, especially since I was a little underleveled, and while she did give me some trouble at first and her fight was pretty long, once I figured out the cues for her attacks, which really aren't too confusing if you just watch her eyes, I cruised through on my first try. Granted, I've played the entire Mario and Luigi series by now, so I'm basically a god when it comes to these games, but still, the fact that I was underleveled and beat her on my first try makes things not as bad as you think. Even better, I've seen people beat her without healing. I'm not kidding. There are videos where people take no damage from her. With enough skill and patience, this fight really isn't that bad. If you're a newbie or just suck, then yeah, I can see someone having a rough time, but for veterans, this fight isn't too bad.
Wow. Breaking the fourth wall. Literally.
Charriii points out things on the screen cliche. What, you're not gonna sit him for sending characters breaking the fourth wall? At this point, I'm pretty sure he doesn't even have a reason for it.
Princess Peach, Mario Brothers, I must thank you all. Accept this gift from me to mark our parting.
You ever notice how all the important things Peasley did during the story were behind the scenes? Anytime he was on screen, he kind of just came across as full of himself and incompetent. But then when he wasn't around, he was always one step ahead of the bad guys. That's weird.
Well, what about him taking out Fawful? That was on screen.
That's Lord Bowser's body, but his mind is being controlled by someone else. Fawful said Lord Bowser is not of this world anymore. Yet there he was, acting really odd. It's the only logical explanation.
Huh. It's weird hearing you talk so much. You're usually such a shy, fella.
Is he? Captain Shy Guy's a sarcastic bitch. I don't think he has a shy bone in his body. If anything, you're the shyer one, Captain Boo.
First of all, there was the whole cutie competition where Shy Guy was really shy. Second, I'm pretty sure that's just a joke referring to him being a shy guy. Get it? Shy guy? He's not gonna take that very well. I don't care.
Oh, we literally watched these credits like 20 minutes ago, and you only unlocked the final mission after you beat the game, so were we supposed to play Minion's quest after Superstar Saga? During? I'm still not really sure.
If it's a side story, then one would probably play it after. Seems like the most logical thing to do. Hey everyone, Tony Sonic here. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it a lot. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga is actually my least favorite of the Mario and Luigi games. Why? Because it's just way too easy up until the end. Plus, I don't think the story is as good as the other games. And yes, that's including Paper Jam. I mean, yeah, that one's a bit basic, but that one at least gave me a challenge and had some fun paper gimmicks. This one, aside from the beans and the whole red and green twin gimmick, it kind of bored me. But at the end of the day, I still can't call it bad. I can see someone getting into this if it's your first one. If you want to get into the Mario and Luigi series, make this one your first. By the way, DT and I basically share our opinions on the games. My thoughts are basically his thoughts as well. Anyways, just want to let you all know that I won't be doing any more countdowns until I'm done with the Mario and the Luigi marathon. I want to get this out of the way before moving on to other things. Anyways, thanks for watching, you know the drill, and I'll see you all in the next video.